Good morning, everybody. This is Johnnyonoes, and I'm going to be continuing the grind for poor Helen Cook and her survival of the zombie apocalypse today. Wanted to do a bit of a ad hoc stream. As a little low-key, nice in the morning. Just going to continue to do more and more grinding for her. She is almost done with farming, and I've got to really focus in on cooking. So I'm going to continue to make this many cabbages, and we're going to grind out her cooking once her farming is done. So it looks like it is 8 o'clock in the evening. So let's go ahead and do a little bit more fitness training. So she'll go on the roof for that. Don't want to fall. That's how I die every time. Just a little bit of let me make sure I've got the right mouse settings here. Let's see. Yeah, let me get the right mouse settings here. There we go. Got it. That has all my hotkeys on the side of the mouse. So here we go. Just gonna do a little bit of fitness training. You can see how much it's gaining by just doing this. While cheesy, this is really the only reliable way I've been able to find to increase fitness. And wait till it's about 11 o'clock at night. There we go. What's up, Dricken? How you doing, man? How was your surgery, dude? Feeling all right? Get some sleep for the night and continue on with more. Good old morning stream and my voice is all low. Don't know why my voice gets higher throughout the day. I think it's because I'm just not used to talking so much. Alright, let's see if there's some cabbages to eat. How was it bad, man? Are you at least feeling okay? Looks like all the cabbages are well watered. Guess there was some rain last night. Alright, let's get prepared for like massive amounts of cooking grinding here. The way we're gonna do that, we're just gonna take these 16 frying pans that we've gathered through the months, and we're just gonna pick up all of these stale cabbages, and we're just gonna prepare them in a stir fry. And don't intend to eat it, but well, there's one. Okay, so let's put these all away and then go read the cooking book. There we go. Is it something to do with your nasal cavities? Because I've had a lot of work on my, as you can probably tell from my voice, very nasally. Had a lot of work done. Kind of like my, what do we call it? Nasal passages. I have like a deviated septum and all that stuff too. Good times. Make that voice nice and nasally. Alright, so we got cooking for intermediates. I'm still waking up here. So give me a little leeway here. So she's gonna read her cooking book. I bet, man. So where did they cut? Is that your throat or your nose? I can't tell. I don't know what neurofibromatosis is. I'm not a I have no knowledge of doctor-related stuff. Oh, got it. Wow, that sucks. That sucks. I had problems there too. You always get it while you get older. But I'm glad you got through the surgery okay. Alright, just gonna finish reading and maybe do a little bit more crowbarring to end the night. As you can see, is when you're grinding, the days fly fast. We're already October 12th. We've survived for 3 months and 5 days, so we blew past that good old 3-month mark. Get that fitness up. That is her one weakness right now. She gets tired way too fast, but that's gonna be all fixed when she loses her. Oh, she already has. She is now in the normal weight category. So we've got till about 75 until she is considered underweight, which is the big problem here. No protein, no protein, no nutrition. So we've got to really get her cooking up so that we can make the most out of all of the stuff that we can find and cook. I want to eat a fresh one. And I wonder if the rotten cabbages are good to go. Well, we normally don't have any choice of what happens to our body, especially in that area. Yeah, this stuff hasn't really been made into fertilizer yet. I wonder how that works. We'll have to do some more testing. It's a new thing for this particular version of the game. Alright, let's get those frying pans in. Now we're just going to prepare stir fries for more skill. So we're hitting level 3 right now, and we have the multiplier 5 from the book we just read. Speeding time up every time. Oop. Yeah, that cabbage doesn't exist anymore. You have to right click after the cabbage has been used, or you get errors. So you can see our cooking skill is going up a little bit. Almost maybe like 10% through. And the good thing is once we have a high enough cooking skill, we'll be able to cook rotten food too. So all those steaks and chickens that are out there, and in a coat or a warm, I guess, a warm refrigerator out there, we can actually cook. Sure, it won't be a lot of food, but it'll be enough. It will be enough. Okay, that stir fry is done. Just going through. Sorry, like I said, it's still morning for me. Just waking up. Good old Project Zomboid. Waking up. Little morning Zomboid. Love it. Someone else that came on the stream at one point, he had mentioned that he loved the grinding in this game because it reminded him of Rune World. That's what it's called. RuneScape. The grinding in this game reminds me of Ultima Online, to be exact. Good old skill-based skill system. Rather than getting levels, you instead you practice a particular skill and it slowly goes up. See that cabbage growing? Looks like there's one right here that may be sick. That's okay. We got so much cabbage that I'm not going to spend the time healing any sick plants. Fresh Facts, what's going on, man? Thanks for joining the stream today. Got a nice little low-key Project Zomboid stream going on. Doing some more grinding the skills for poor Helen Cook that's been alive for about 3 months now. She's my Let's Play character on my YouTube-ness. She's got about 30 episodes of Project Zomboid under her belt right now. So we're just grinding skill out so that she can survive the winter. She's getting hungry, preparing all these cabbage stir fries. Delicious cabbage stir fries. Oh god. So how you been, man? Fresh Facts? How you been doing? Alright, so now that the cabbages are all prepared, I'm going to go ahead and get a little bump to our skill by throwing it into the campfire here and cooking them all. Just throw that in. Get maybe 1 or 2 planks. Alright, dude. I'll keep on talking so you can hear my lovely voice and heal your wounds. No. Probably the last voice you want to hear while you're hurt. Alright, so we got some ripped sheets, got our lighter, and let's go ahead and add only 2 planks to this fuel, to the fuel here. Go ahead and expand this so we can see the cooking level for each one. And then we're going to use the ripped sheets plus lighter. Oh, nice. Yeah, the Mountain Blade multiplayer is so much fun. We're hopefully going to do some more of that tonight. I was a little bit too tired last night to do more of it. So all these stir fries are now done. So as you can see, kind of bumped this up another 20%. So it's definitely worth cooking the meals that you prepare, even though preparing meals is a lot faster in terms of skill grind here. Yeah, the the multiplayer Mountain Blade is pretty janky, but it's really fun. So if you have Mountain Blade and you're interested in playing with us, make sure to jump on our Discord server and get on the voice chat. I'd love to have more people playing. It'd be really fun to have, you know, 4 or 5 people. Go. All the cabbage went rotten. Okay, let's just go get some more cabbages. Doesn't matter what state it's in, as long as we can cook it. If it goes rotten, we can't cook it. Let's finish up the empty stir fries first, and then we will add more components to each of the stir fries. Yeah, so if you hit exclamation point and Discord, you'll get a link to our Discord server, which will allow you to jump on our text and voice chat on that thing. But we would love to get more people that are interested in playing Mountain Blade multiplayer. There's also another game that I've been looking at that I don't know if any of you guys have yet, but it's called Pulsar Lost Colony. It's kind of like a Star Trek simulator type game where each player plays a different class or a different position on the ship. One person plays the captain, one person plays the engineer, weapons guy, all that good stuff. Yeah, so if you just follow that link and jump through all the hoops, you'll be able to jump on our Discord server. And you can chat with me and kind of get up-to-the-minute updates on what I'm doing and what I'm working on, that type of thing. And also have the opportunity of letting me know what you'd like to see in a stream or in a video or something like that. What are you referencing? Are you talking about the multiplayer for Mountain Blade, or are you talking about Discord? Oh, the Star Trek game. There is there is another game called Artemis, which is just basically Star Trek, where this game called Pulsar Lost Colony is a whole different type of game where you can actually go on planets and explore them. There's a whole lot more game to it, where Artemis is more of like a Star Trek simulator. But Pulsar just came out like maybe 6 or 7 months ago. I was looking for folks that would like to play that, because I would love to play that multiplayer and on stream. That sounds like it would be lots of fun. Alright, so now we're looking for advanced cooking. There we go. I'm gonna have her read that after she's done sleeping. But yeah, Artemis is another one that's like that. It's pretty cool. But yes, it's called Pulsar Lost Colony. Pulsar. And then Lost Colony should come up for you. Go ahead and empty all these frying pans. Alright, and then put away all these cabbages. Should have some more cabbages coming up relatively soon. Yep. I have to watch those water levels. It's not raining as often. Still have the frying pans in our inventory, but that's okay. We're gonna get right back to doing more cooking. Give her that strength training she needs by carrying a ton of stuff. And yes, it's on Steam. You can find it there. I think it's 25 bucks. Empty bottle. Need more water. Good thing we've got a ton of cooking pots of fresh water over here. There we go. Get all the cabbages. I think she needs to eat something fattening today. She needs to keep that weight going, because it's starting to fall pretty fast. And I know we've got 10 kilos worth of leeway room, but I do not want her to go to underweight, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to stop that given our situation here. Let's eat some chocolate. She not capable of picking it up. What's going on? Okay. Yeah, I guess she's overburdened. let's see. What should I do? Just put some cabbages in her bag. There we go. That's a good, I think it was like 1,700 calories for the day. Just pure chocolate. Chocolat. Alright. Keep on doing some more. Actually, we need to read the book. Did I pick up the book? Yes, I did. Let's read. Time for reading today. Ugh. I don't know why I'm screwing around with my inventory here. Let's just go ahead and put this stuff in back in the composter. Can put away this trowel too. I don't need it. It's gonna keep the lighter on me. There's not a lot of fuel left in it, but oh, still have these frying pans on me too. Let me just throw the frying pans in with the composter, and I'll forget where they are. All right, now she can move. Okay, let's read that book. If you do something that's considered boring for your character in this game outside, she will not get bored, or he or she will not get bored. Just a hint, if you're having to do a lot of reading, just make sure you're outside, but be very careful if you don't have the outdoorsman trait. That if it rains while you're speeding up, yeah, here's the outdoorsman trait. If you don't have that trait and you're outside when it rains, you could get pretty sick. But if you got outdoorsman, you're good to go. Cool. Yeah, take a look, man. I would love to get a crew of folks that are playing that game. It kind of comes across as a multiplayer No Man's Sky, but it's more geared to actually running the ship and stuff like that. Which, if you make another analogy, it'd be more like FTL. But with actually like going on planets and stuff, so I mean, looks fun. I mean, the graphics look terrible, but at the same time, if the gameplay's good, I don't care. I'm all about the gameplay. Let's see if she can finish this book before. Looks like doesn't look like it's moving. Barely. So as you can see, while we're doing this grinding, our skill points are just skyrocketing. We're going to get to the point where we're not going to have to worry about skill points forever. Let's go ahead and sleep. You can see why I'm doing this in the safety of my own safe house here. There's no way to do this out in the field. That's not true. You can do it in the field. It's just... it's easier just to go like, I'm in looting mode, and now I'm in grinding mode. I'm in looting mode now, that type of thing. Alright, so our cooking is multiplied by 5 or 8? Oh, 8. Yes, wow. Alright, now let's see if we've got expert cooking. We do? Great. I'm pretty sure we have master cooking here. Yeah, we do. So we have all the books that we need to grind up cooking. Yeah, for me, it's all about gameplay. I mean, I love story and everything like that, but if the gameplay's no good, then I can't really get into it all that much. Alright, looks like all of our cabbages are rotten, but the good thing is we've got some cabbages that are getting close. But it looks like these composters aren't doing much of anything here. So this cycle of cabbages are looking quite close to being ready. The only problem is it's not raining as much, so we've got to be careful to not let these go down too far. I think the amount of water that you need for these plants is about 60 excuse me, 65. So if they get close to about 70, we're gonna have to water all these manually, which is gonna blow. But That's what has to happen. Alright, so let's eat some more non-perishable food. I like games that have really great gameplay and that allow you to make your own story, if that makes sense. Those are the ones that I enjoy the most. Like Ultima Online, Shadowbane, Eve, what's the other one? Like Dark Souls? Not Dark Soul, Darkfall. Darkfall was really fun too. Okay, so let's put this crowbar away, and we gotta figure out something else to grind while we wait for the cabbages to be prepared. And we've got to get our cooking to, I think, like 6 or 7 or 8. I can't, they keep changing what the requirement is for you to be able to cook raw food or rotten food. But it looks like, I used to play a lot of EVE Online. I used to play a lot. But it basically became a second job. So I stepped away. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of adventure out and see if we can find ourselves. Let's see what our gear looks like. Got our propane torch and our welding mask. And we have one axe. Do we have another one in our inventory here? Now, let's get another axe just in case. I used to play a ton of EVE. Let's get another axe. That one's almost broken. Might as well pick it up and then repair it, and we'll use that as our main axe. Because now we can repair up to 90%. Oh yeah, EVE and Ultima Online, those two games I really enjoyed when I was playing them. Just, you really need a good group of people to play with. And as soon as those people go away, it's like, not sure why I would play on your own type of thing. So we got water. Let's just bring a little bit of food. I mean, we pretty much burned the day playing inventory games here. But let's just at least get prepared for tomorrow, and then maybe do some... Let's get a mac and cheese. Mac and cheese is always good. Let's go ahead and burn the rest of the day doing fitness. Or let's do sprinting. Let's do sprinting. I need to get some sprinting skill up. So we're gonna take our tent, and then we're just gonna run around our little area here. Maybe run into some zombies. That'd be kind of fun. Just gonna do some laps. Every time she gets tired, we'll go and use the tent. She's got a little bit of a heavy burden too, so that means that her strength will be going up as well. And unfortunately, your fitness does not go up too much from sprinting, which is just strange. Just gonna sprint for the rest of the day. In hopes to get faster and faster and faster, so that when we want to go up to West Point, we'll be ready. I would love to get some pillows, so we may go do some looting to the east, so that she can build herself a mattress and actually have a decent bed. Every so often, she'll wake up with the pain moodlet of having to sleep in the tent. So she, oh man, look how long that is taking for exertion to go down. That is so nice. That's what happens when you get rid of the overweight trait. So, gotta keep looking at that weight though. We've already lost a 1.5 in the normal range weight. If she loses more, she could potentially drop down. I think so. I've heard mixed results. but I'm not sure. I've never really just sat a character down for long enough to really take notice. But man, she's not even going to the next level of exertion. This is insane. I've never seen this. Even with a fairly heavy load. Oh, there it goes. That took a long time though. That's impressive. That's impressive. So let's go ahead and rest up. Just drop the tent down. And then rest until she's fully rested. This looks like we got a pretty good amount of gain in sprinting. Not a tremendous amount, but sprinting goes down slowly. There is a video out there of out there someone cheated up to 10 sprinting, and your character basically moves like Sonic the Hedgehog. It's pretty hilarious. And you go so fast that you can actually break through the grasp of zombies really easily. So he was at the mall, and he was sprinting through the horde that was there, and he was basically this little bump in the horde. That's the only way he was able to tell where he was, and it was only until he stopped that the horde got him. So he proved that with 10 sprinting, you could basically run through zombies all day long. It's pretty hilarious. And he would stop, and his character would slide. So it looked exactly like Sonic the Hedgehog. It was hilarious. So I would imagine normal sprint gains they're gonna make it tough to get to that point, or impossible to get to that point, I think. And it's on the impossible side, unless you played like months worth of time, like real time, just sprinting all day long. Because you can't speed up time while doing this. So, I mean, I wonder if you could run against a wall. No, it doesn't look like you can speed up time while you're sprinting. So, yeah, you got to do this all in real time. Can't speed it up like you can do fitness. So, sprinting's important, but it's a pain to grind. It is a pain to grind. Just keep running around for the rest of the night. Hopefully get to level 3 sprinting would be nice, but we'll see. The rate in which you gain sprinting skill is based on how fast you're moving, so you get more skill as you get faster. And it also means that you need to stay rested while you are sprinting, so you don't want to go slowly. At least that's what I've been able to gather from. But as you can see, it's going up extremely slowly. So it's 208.5, and just kind of staying there. So every so often you'll get a bunch of skill, and then it will stop for a while. So I don't know if it's just like you go sprinting for a little while and you get the skill, and then you do something else for a little while and then go back to it. So there we just got like a 1.3 skill gain from sprinting. It's very slow. It's very slow, but the benefits of at least having, you know, 4 or 5 sprinting is huge. Like, you fly. If you have more than that, God bless you, but you have more than that, then you go even faster, which is insane. Let's just rest up again. Okay, and take down the tent and go at it some more. So you'll see that the most skill that we get is when we're at our least tired. So you can see we got a skill gain right there. And you have to move the mouse. You just can't leave the mouse there. You have to move it for it to update. Which is why I'm kind of doing this whole shimmying thing with the mouse. Oh, yeah, we only got 1 skill point. There's another one. So riveting. Sprinting, grinding. Oh my goodness. It's painful. It's painful. We'll keep sprinting until about 2200 hours and then hit the sack for the night. And then we'll go and do some looting and find some pillows, maybe some more non-perishable food. But we've looted about 80% of Moldra at this point in the game. So I think there's still more in the northern portion of the map of Moldra. So we'll see what we can find there. Got another skill point. And hopefully these cabbages will be done either tomorrow or the next day, so we can reconvene our cooking grind. But I'm starting to just plant a bunch of cabbages all in mass now, instead of in cycles. So we'll have a lot more cabbages once that eastern plots, so the eastern plots are done. Yeah, if I don't look at it, it goes faster. So we're not going to look at the skill. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to Helen being pretty buff and ready for some craziness up north. There are a lot of zombies packed really tightly, and hopefully we're going to find some more shotgun shells. Like, we've only found 7 boxes of shotgun shells in all of Moldra, which is really low. So what you're trying to do in terms of your aiming and reloading is you want to get your aiming skill high enough so that you can start using the pistol. And the reason why the pistol is so important is because of the fact that that's the only ammo that's going to drop randomly off of zombies. So you could potentially have an unlimited amount of pistols, an unlimited amount of 9mm bullets, so that you can always use the pistol. So that's the idea, at least. And once you get really good with the pistol, you're basically one-shotting zombies from, 10, 15 meters away. We're gonna just keep running until 2200 hours, and then we'll sleep for the night. Good old Project Zomboid grind. And her light-footed and nimble skills are really high, which makes it easier for her to not be heard. That's what light-footed gives you, not be heard by zombies. And you're really starting to see that, where I can really creep by a bunch of zombies without them hearing me. And nimble makes it so that she gets over obstacles really quickly, as well as getting out of the grasp of zombies, which is obviously extremely important if they get close. But now that her fitness and her weight is down, hopefully she's going to be able to fight a lot longer. Now let's just do one more rest up, and then we'll see how much time we have. I think it takes about an hour to rest. Starting to get a bit hungry. Yeah, let's just do another couple laps without the tent. Let's see how many laps she can do. As you can see, she's a lot faster now that she's not overburdened. But I have heard of people losing fitness and strength if you sit for a long period of time. Like, I think the guy that tested it, he tested it for like 6 months in game. So I'm not willing to wait that long. So let's wait till she's at least moderately exerted, and then we'll sleep. But she's able to sprint a long while now without even getting exerted, which is so nice. Got to keep building that fitness skill though. As you can see, the fitness doesn't really go up when you sprint, which is unfortunate. So we got to do that cheesy crowbar thing to really build up her fitness level. But you really can't expect to get up to 10 fitness and strength. There's a couple skills in this game that you're really just going to have to accept the fact that if you haven't started with a high skill, you're not going to get there. Fitness and strength are two of those. That and sprinting and light-footed and nimble. All those are really tough to get up. But all the crafting related ones are relatively easy to get to 10 points. It really depends on if you've got the books, if you've got the materials and all that stuff too, and you're in a safe place to craft. But metalworking has actually been pretty easy so far. All we've done is dismantle all the metal objects in this general area. For the, 3.5 skill levels that we have of it. But unfortunately, we're not going to be able to build anything interesting until we find a magazine that's about metal crafting. Same goes for trapping, and same goes for, like, foraging. If you don't have the herbalist magazine read, or you don't have the herbalist skill in the beginning of the game, then you don't have the ability of identifying whether or not a berry or something that you foraged is poisonous or not. So while I will do some foraging grinding, which is going to be really boring because it's just right-clicking the ground, but I won't be able to eat any of the stuff that she finds unless it's like a cricket or something that you know is, or that you know that can't be poisonous. But having our sole protein being crickets, I don't think it's gonna be all that fun. So we're just gonna get to moderate exertion and then sleep for the night. So you can make stuff like noise makers. You can have like a proximity sensor on, say, a pipe bomb and stuff. Let's see what we can craft right now. I know I can craft quite a bit. I found a lot of magazines regarding electrical, like pipe bomb with sensor, aerosol bomb with sensor, flame trap with sensor. Lots of stuff that you can make. This noise generator thing is pretty cool. Noise generator with sensor. So you can make a lot of stuff that can make it so that you can kind of control the ebb and flow of the zombies nearby. So if you're in a tight spot, you can drop a noise maker down, and the noise maker will track all the zombies while you escape. Seems kind of cool. All right, so we're at moderate exertion right now. Not to mention that you can make a pipe bomb that will go off at the right time. I would imagine the best pipe bomb that you can make is one where you trigger it. So you just track a ton of zombies with a gun or something like that, throw the pipe bomb in the middle of the intersection, wait till you have a nice big horde and just blow them up. That'd be kind of fun. Definitely looking forward to doing that. We're going to need that in West Point for sure, because they are all packed in there. Just sleep for the night. And the other thing that you can do is if you build like a two-way walkie-talkie, and you can turn 2 of them on and drop one, and then talk into it, and your voice will travel to that location. So that's another way of getting zombies to not follow you. Alright, so it's been 50 hours now since these have been watered. So we may, like, this one probably has pest flies. Yeah. This one has mildew and pest flies, so probably not going to get a lot out of these. This one has devil's water fungi, which means it's pretty much dead to the world. But we could heal that amount of disease. So it was, let's see, it's 22 for each. 25 units of curing. There we go. This plant should be good to go again. But I think we may need to water these, which is no good. Kind of hope that you don't have to water them manually and just it rains every so often. But just you watch, as soon as I start watering it, it's gonna rain. That's how it works. That is how it works. So these water levels are pretty good. They're in the 90s. These are in the 80s because I would imagine that these need more water because they're closer to being harvestable. Fortunately, you don't get any farming skill for watering. The only time you get farming skill is when you harvest something. Yeah, these are okay. I mean, it's gotta rain, you know, in the next couple days or so. Just want to make sure that these ones that are just about to be harvested are tended. Because probably either later today or early tomorrow they'll be ready for harvesting. Which means that we can't go out too far on our little adventure today. Alright, so we got a full thing of water there. Let's put our watering cans away or fill them up. Don't know if I already did that or not. No, I already did. Alright, so we've got an axe, we've got kitchen knives aplenty. We have 2 crowbars, we should get rid of one. Man, look how fast she sprints now, that's crazy. That's not even level 3. Alright, so let's throw one of these, can't just say put one, huh? Just have 1 crowbar on us. We got a mac and cheese. Let's go ahead and eat some food. Hopefully something fattening. Let's see if we get some peanut butter. Yep, we got some peanut butter. Let's eat a whole peanut butter. She's just gonna gnaw on a gigantic jar of peanut butter for her food today. Alright, and we have some mac and cheese just in case we need food in the field. So let's go ahead and equip our kitchen knife. And just in case things go bad, I'll bring my tent kit as well. And I'll put it into my bag so it doesn't cause the overburdenness. Alright, let's head to town. Thing I'd like to check to see if we find anything interesting is the northern warehouse, which we've already looted a good amount. And we've made it into kind of a pseudo safe house. So let's just see if there's anything there that we might have missed or left there. Because I don't think I knocked down I don't think I knocked down all of the crates that are there to expose the rest. Well, at least we'll get some zombie fighting in. So if I'm fighting zombies, I apologize if I don't read chat. I'm going to be focusing entirely when I'm out in the field. If I'm in a safe space, then I'll read the chat. But we don't have too many people on this morning, so I don't think it's going to be much of a problem. I just want to throw that disclaimer out there, just in case. Alright, this is a good spot to cut through. Should stop sprinting, though. Alright. Let's see how the town is doing. Been so long. Been how long? It's been almost half a month since we've said hello to our neighbors. Hi neighbors, how are you? We can also probably do some metalworking as well. Lots of baddies over here. So as you can see, like, I'm right next to these guys, and just because I'm stealthing, they can't hear me, except for this guy behind me. Hi. Take some painkillers. I'm actually going to use my axe so that I can get more blade skill. Definitely use some more blade skill. And I'd like to see how long it takes for her to get exerted. It's all about raising that the maintenance skill on blade so that you can keep your weapons longer. Oh god. Oh, she was dead before she did her animation. Getting a lot more crawlers as we get more into the game here. You gotta be very wary of crawlers because they can bite you. Get some pop. And then we could disassemble this as well. Let's just make sure we're in a safe area. Which we're not. We need vitamins, and it sounds like we got someone in here. There's the exertion. Hi there. So let's go ahead and lay down the tent. Get a bit of rest. Not the best place to rest, but hey, what can you do? Alright, take down the tent. Put it back into our bag so that we get lighter. Oh, rotten ham. Ketchup would be good. A rotten burger. How sad. Ketchup and mustard. Good condiments for when we're cooking later. Throw the rest of this on the ground so that we can dismantle these cabinets. So we're going to need our welding torch and welding mask out in our main inventory. The good thing about the propane torch while you're disassembling things, it doesn't take up any of the propane from the torch. The thing that we do need to worry about is doing this crafting will attract zombies. The sound of it. So we gotta be prepared for a fight. So let's see. How's our skill in metalworking? Okay, cool. Can I disassemble this? Oh, container's not empty. Oh, there's a dead rat. How delicious. So because her skill's so bad, she's really not getting a lot of useful materials from doing this, but at this point I don't really care. It's more about the skill than anything else. Alright. Let's get our axe out again. Alright. Doing A-okay. It's this wall right here that causes so many zombies to get trapped. And you end up getting these really big pools of zombies in these areas, because they all get trapped together. So areas like this are pretty dangerous. when you're making sound. Because I have no idea how many are on the other side of that. And always be careful about crawlers. So if you don't see a inventory pop up when you're checking corpses, that means one is a crawler waiting for you to get a little bit closer. We gotta, yeah. See, I can see how the pooling of zombies happening down there. Another one coming down. That's okay. We got plenty of space. Plenty of space. Just as long as I'm not stupid with the speeding up time, we'll be okay. Oh, it's starting to rain. Nice. Let's see if I can do this while facing this way. I can. Nice. Speed it up just a tiny bit. Good. Alright. Let's see if this door opens for us. Does not. But lots of metal stuff in there to pull apart. Just check to see if we've been noticed. Good old bleach. The way you finish the game. Like a little bleach to end your game up with. A kitchen knife, that's good. And when you're out in the field, go ahead and make use of all of the water you can find before you either dismantle it or fancy toilet. That one's called a fancy toilet. Seems to think there's another oh, that's the other side. Got ourselves a pipe from that. Lots of bleach for if we want to end the game. So once we finish the metalworking, we're going to have to go back and read, but we're only going to spend one day out here anyways. Oh, it doesn't look like you can disassemble these, as I was hoping for. That's too bad. Now you can disassemble the trash can, though. Ooh, garbage bag. Very nice. Very nice. Alright, let's go on to the next room. Hi, little zombie. How are you? That's interesting. I was able to see through that wall for a second. I wonder if, like, there's a hole there or something. Definitely looks like there's one. Zombies coming out of it. Interesting. Doesn't look like there's any... Wow, really? Where did that one come from? Interesting. Where are these zombies coming from? I'm looking at the direction. I guess you really can't see beyond or right next to the wall from far away. Let's kill this whole pack and then call it a day. There's some more coming from the south. Loving these one-shot kills, though. It's so nice. Takes a long time to get to that level. But now that we're here, it is beautiful. Just doing an extra swing just in case one of them is a crawler. Looks like that pack is taken care of. See if there's any goodies for us to get here. No. Let's go kill the guys that are in here too. I think I've already opened this door. Yep. I've been through most of the larger buildings in Moldra so far. But let's go take a look at the north warehouse and see if there's anything worth picking up from there. Because everything down south is pretty much cleaned out. It's really only the northern portion of Moldra, the, what is it, the gated community, as well as the, ooh, mint candy, nice. Addie, what's going on? How you doing? Doing some more Project Zomboid grinding. Doing a little adventure time here. We're going to go take a look at what's going on with the northern warehouse and see if there's anything there that we had left while we wait for our cabbages to grow. Helen Cook has lost her overweight trait, which is nice. So she can fight zombies for a longer period of time now. Lots of fast shamblers in that group. Whenever you see a lot of fast shamblers, you want to try to pull them away from the main horde. Yeah, there's like 4 fast shamblers in there. Oh. And if you can, you want to kill them off before you engage the others. This guy's a fast shambler, but he's not moving quickly because he doesn't have his arms out. But as soon as his arms come out, that means it's time. That means he's going to be moving at full speed. Check my 6 every so often. Don't want to back up into a bunch of them. There we go. That fast shambler is done for. Look at that. All that zombie fighting, only kind of moderately exerted. It's nice. So let's run through these guys real quick. Let's see if there's any crawlers to appear. I know, it looks like we're okay. Alright. Nothing good. We'll get some antidepressants. Get rid of that unhappiness the medical way. The chemical way. Alright, let's head back home. Actually, let's swing by the northern warehouse real quick. But it's starting to get a little bit late. So we don't want to spend too much time out here. And she's starting to kill things a little bit slower because she's slightly exerted. The zombie from the forest coming. Hi. Make a lot of noise. Oh, that's the other thing we gotta do too, is we find any electronics, we gotta pick those up too. Any electronics that we can find and dismantle, that's how we're gonna be gaining skill in electronics right now. Okey-doke. Just gonna keep on moving to the northern warehouse and see what we can find. And determine if there's anything that we need to bring back to the safe house. We're almost there. Aha, there's a fence there. Watch her like She-Hulk out of that and kill me. That works. As soon as I get confident in this game is when everything goes wrong. Alright. Keep moving north. But I'm very happy with her exertion levels now. She can really swing that axe for a good amount of time now. Just, it's only moderate right now. It's only the first level of exertion. Just killed what, like, I mean, 20, 25 zombies so far? That is nice. Alright, well, here's the warehouse. let's take a quick look and maybe sleep here for the night. As you can see, I've kind of made it into a pseudo safe house now. I've knocked down the stairs, and I have a little rope that goes up to here, and we can sleep up here, no problem. We've got rope ladders on both sides, or sheet ropes. So this place is one of my kind of temporary safe houses that we've used in the past. Shotgun shells, need it. Another axe. I'll take it now. I can repair it 90% with my maxed out carpentry skill. Got a radio over there to dismantle as well. Get some twine. So if we eventually get the magazine for the traps, we can make some stick traps for catching birds. But that is... I don't think it's going to be a possibility while we're still in Muldra. Really don't need any more nails, though my past experience forces me to pick up any nails I see. Alright, here's another walkie-talkie. Don't think I'm gonna have to keep taking the metal tubes and stuff. I'll get plenty of it when I dismantle stuff. Oh, potato seeds. That's good. Let's get that. So the crops that I grow when my farming's at full is potatoes, cabbages, and carrots. But that's only going to be until we have trapping skill high enough to catch rabbits. So I think for now it's going to be just potatoes and cabbages. Alright, let's go get some sleep. Don't want to loot in the middle of the night. We can dismantle this thing tomorrow. Let's just see how the zombies are with us moving around, killing more of them. Just sleep in this very comfortable looking chair. If you're not aware, in the latest version, 35.17D, it is possible for zombies to pull down your sheet ropes. So make sure that when you're going to sleep for the night that you don't have any zombies aggroed on you, because they'll try to get to you by basically tearing down your sheet ropes. So make sure you have multiple sheet ropes, and that way if you lose one, you're okay. Just dismantle this bin. Dismantle these as well. But we do need to make it back home because I think there are cabbages ready for us to harvest. I love this little patio up here. It's so nice. Unfortunately, though, in my first Let's Play series, these walls that look like walls, you can actually jump over them. So that is how my first Let's Play series ended. So be very careful about those walls. Do not consider them being full-sized walls. Got another radio. There was a radio over here too that we can pick up. Let's take some water. Ooh, 2 chips. Nice. Can't believe I didn't get those. Dismantle that. Oh, let's just check to see if there's anyone in here before we dismantle it. That'd be a bad idea. Pretty sure we cleared this place out, but just being paranoid. Let's eat one of those chips. Gotta keep the weight on at this point. Don't want her to lose more weight. That's a carpentry door. Electrical wire, needle, walkie-talkie, paper clip we don't need right now. Get another crowbar. Let's go ahead and dismantle these. Listening very carefully for zombies coming in, because the windows are not barricaded in this place. Alright. Oh, more shotgun shells. Nice. Oh, another watering can. That's really good. I need a watering can. What can we drop? We can drop crowbar's only 0.3. Oh, crowbar's 3. Okay. Drop the crowbar. We already have one at home. We can find another watering can. That'd be really nice. Fertilizer. I'm gonna read up on what how those composters work. I wonder if there's another step that I need to do, like mulch the rotten food or something like that. Okay, I don't think I saw another watering can in here. And look at the bottom row and then head back. Adhesive tape. You need that for I think for electrical. Yeah, I know you're bored of looking through boxes. Sorry, Helen. You kind of need this stuff. I think we already looked through here. Yeah, we did. Alright, let's head back home and see if there's any cabbages for us to harvest. See if there's anything we can get out of our main inventory here. It's just a run home, so it's not a big deal. There we go. Yep, all the zombies are on the move. Let's kill him. Let's kill him. Get that blade skill up. She's nice and rested. She can do some zombie killing this morning. Pistol. Red dot. Can't carry it. I'm not bringing it. I'll put it in my main inventory. So as I was saying earlier, really your goal for getting yourself... You want to get yourself to a good aiming skill so that you can use pistols. Because you'll find pistols and pistol ammo on zombie corpses, like what just happened. Alright, let's walk through the forest. With the introduction of these larger trees, it's actually way easier to walk through the forest now, even when they're packed tightly. So forests aren't as scary as they used to be. I mean, they're still scary, and you still have to be cautious while going through them because you never know what's in there. But they're nowhere near as bad as they used to be, where like every inch of screen was packed with some sort of tree, and you move super slowly and can't see anything. It's not as bad as it used to be. Get some more sprinting in. Hopefully get to level 3 by the time we get back. Doubt it, but still try it. Come on. Come on. You can die now. Thank you. Alright, so moderately exerted. Not a big deal. Let's make our way back. And hopefully get that sprinting skill up. It's unfortunate that she wasn't able to get that level in metalworking. So next time we're going to go and then disassemble things until she gets that level and then come back. Inefficient, but that's okay. Alright, let's see if those cabbages are ready for more cooking grinding. I did. I got it working, but I wasn't able to get the voice running like you were talking about. But I'm going to spend some more time on it this weekend. I'd really like to get that game to work, because that looks like a marvelous, marvelous game with some really amazing voice acting. So I will try to play that for my adventure game for next week on Wednesday. I don't have an adventure game slated for this week because I really need to get a lot of this grinding done. Alright, where's my wire at? Where's my wire at? Gotta keep everything together. Where's all my wire at? There it is. Okay. Twine. I don't really care where it is. Just throw it. And let's go ahead and dismantle all of the radios. Nice. Yeah, it looks really cool. I can't wait to get it working. But I did install it and get it running. But I've got to figure out which MIDI emulator I need to get the voice to work. And I think I may have to use Daemon, which is kind of like a CD emulator, a CD-ROM emulator, and put like the voices on there. See what happens. But I've been picking it apart. It's some work, but I think it's doable. Yep. All right, let's see how many shotgun shells we have here. Do we have enough for a box? Yes, we do. That brings us up to 8 shotgun shell boxes, which is nowhere near enough. We need like 25 to 30 to get our aiming skill up to where it needs to be. Okay. What else do we need to organize here? Some food items, some chips, ketchup, mint candy, mustard. Everything else looks like it's an item of some sort. So here's our medical box, antidepressants. Now, I wonder why this bandage isn't favorited. It's my bottle disinfectant, so let's favorite this so that when we throw all this stuff in, we don't lose it in our inventory. Piece of tape. Oh, the aluminum needs to go into that box. Batteries, I don't care where they go. We rarely use them. Oh, electrical wire needs to go into that box too. Needles. Pipe. I wonder why this didn't get dismantled. All right. Gotta love organizing inventory. So much fun. Anything else? Anything else we need to organize here? Just the garbage bag. That's it. Now let's check out these cabbages. Yep, they're ready for harvest. And these are almost ready to harvest too. Great. That means we'll have these cabbages and these cabbages ready within the next day or two. Alright, let's throw this garbage bag in here. So now that we have another, I think we have another 2 water barrels worth of garbage bags. That's nice. Yes, the inventory system is pretty hairy. Thanks for joining us today, Zetron. How you doing? You play a lot of Project Zomboid? Alright, let's put these potato seeds in the box. They really made it a lot easier with this whole favoriting thing, though, which is nice. But still, it'd be really cool if there was some more categories to help you kind of decide what you want to throw in what box. But once it's in the right box, it's good to go. Alright, so let's harvest. What does that do, Addy? Yeah, I think just more categories would make things a lot easier. And like electrical or metalworking or, you know, Alright, looks like we've almost maxed out our farming skill too. There it is. Level 10 farming. Beauteous. Alright, and now let's go ahead and get our trowel. We've got another watering can too. Well, the system is pretty good. You don't worry about sounding like a pleb. They've got it figured out. Nice. I actually prefer the inventory system in Ultima Online, where you would have like this bag, and all you'd have to do, it would just drag it where you want it to go naturally, rather than the whole Diablo grid system that everyone has adopted. It's much better than this Java table stuff. But if you're going to make it easier and not change the whole system altogether, then adding more categories would really help. Would help quite a bit, actually. Okay, so let's see. Now we got all those good to go. Let's go ahead and put the cabbage seeds into packets. We got plenty of cabbage seeds now. All right, let's get all of our watering cans. Fill up this new watering can. Because it's really easy to go to like weapons and then you know, drag pull and then move stuff. But the biggest problem I've got is that if the container is too full. Yeah, that's what it was, Addy. It would basically, you can drag items where you want them inside the pack. It was really, it's messy but it just feels realistic. So that way you can kind of, like, my tools are on the top left, my resources on the top, and you know, other things, you know, almost finished products are on the right. You know, you could basically categorize them yourself, and it was a lot easier to organize than these stupid tables. I'm not a fan of this either too, where it's like you've got to click and then you got to go to this. That's kind of a pain too, but it works. I think Darkfall did it. I think Darkfall also had it, which was nice. But I don't think a lot of games have adopted that kind of style of inventory management. It's been a while since I've seen a game that does that. I'm trying to think of one that's recent. But yeah, the whole Diablo grid thing, it just got picked up and everyone uses it now. For most games. Games that are based off of Java, like this one, and Worm Online also use this whole table system, and it drives me nuts. Can't stand it. But if you want to make tables work, then more categories will do it. All right, so let's put our watering cans away. And I mean, survival games most of what people do in survival games like this is just collect tons and tons of stuff. You should make it easier. Like some sort of hopper system would be great as well. Just drop in the hopper and allow you to to organize per category. I know it doesn't really make sense in terms of technology, but anything to make this inventory stuff a little bit easier would be nice. You know, do the same thing like you do in Dwarf Fortress or RimWorld, where you kind of set what items you want in each crate. Would be really nice. Okay, so we're ready to do some more cooking grinding. Yay, more cooking grinding, so fun. So let's get our frying pans. And we just read to the next 2 levels, so all we have to do is just prepare tons of stir fries. So enjoyable. So I've got about 30 episodes on my YouTube channel of Helen Cook surviving. And I didn't want to make episodes of this, so streaming it is at least I have it recorded and people can see the grind going on. But as soon as she's done with cooking, I think metalworking would be nice, and then maybe some more work on her sprinting and fitness. I think we'll be ready to do more Let's Play episodes. But winter is coming, so we really need to find some magazines. So we may make a trip up to West Point. But those magazines are so rare. I don't understand why they're so rare. Getting scary music while we prepare stir fries. Stir Friday. All right. The ability to speed up time, though, while you're doing something is pretty nice. Like, if I do this normally, that's how long it takes. But I could just speed up time and have it be finished instantly. Oh, cooking, grinding, so painful. Empty them all out and do it all over again. I mean, you do get a little bump of skill when you cook them, but we got all this cabbage ready to go. I might as well just burn through it this way. I was kind of procrastinating doing cooking grinding because it's the most painful. Especially if you don't have any percentage modifiers to it. Like, I have none. Or, I mean, for carpentry, at least I had plus 75%, but for cooking, I've got none. Because when you're ready to grind cooking, you're probably in a really safe place. So, it just takes longer. I guess I can eat some of these cabbages too. Don't have to eat my macaroni and cheese. But cabbages have terrible nutritional traits. They just make you feel full, but then still lose a ton of weight. I still don't know how I'm going to get through the nutrition stuff without having trapping or a place to fish. No protein means that you'll continuously lose weight no matter how much you gorge yourself on potatoes and cabbages. I wonder, I mean, the nutrition system has changed, so I wonder if eating carbohydrates will at least sustain your weight. So you may want to start planting some potatoes to go along with these cabbages. But a game I'd like to try to pick up and play sometime next week or maybe the week after, depending on how many people are willing to play along with me, is a game called Pulsar Lost Colony, which is basically like a Star Trek simulator. So if you're kind of into FTL or the what's it called? What's the other one? We're just talking about it. But basically, the game is everyone is a crew member of a starship, and they all have their specific roles, like engineer, weapons guy, captain, and you're basically trying to find this lost colony by going to different planets and investigating life forms and all that sort of thing. So it's kind of like multiplayer No Man's Sky, but with more game to it. Graphics look terrible, but hopefully the gameplay's fun. Just gonna purchase it and see what it's all about. But I would imagine running a starship by yourself is kind of hard. The game is called Pulsar Lost Colony. It's on Steam for $25. It looks kind of interesting. It'd be something that I'd love to stream with a bunch of folks on my Discord server. Looks like these are ready to go. So now we can be picky and choosy on how often we harvest. So if I look at this guy, I see that it has 37 hours left before it starts to rot. So I don't have to pick up all the cabbages anymore. I can drop a link for the game. Pulsar Lost Colony, Steam. There you go. I mean, the graphics look jank as F, but I think the game is being made by two guys. But it looks like it's coming along. But I'll definitely give it a try on my own first before giving it like a full recommendation. Just gonna pick that up this week and see if we can get some folks to jump in on it. That game looks like it'd be really fun multiplayer. Cooking through the night, cooking all day. How's that cooking skill going? Almost to the next level. Brutally boring. But it's gotta be done. There it is. Looks like we're out of cabbages, so let's go and harvest some. With full cooking, with full farming skill, we'll get a lot more yields. A lot higher yield on each plot. I probably have enough seeds to just start harvesting without having them being seeded, but I'll wait till later. Yeah, look at that. Not that big of yields, actually. Got 30 in a group of 6. That's 5 per. Interesting. Normally get 7 to 8. But I wonder if it's because it's colder now and we're already feeling the effects of winter. And that's probably what it is. But don't think that this is the right size of a farm that you should have. Your farm should be much, much smaller than this if you're going to farm in this game. You really only need about 10 plots total. So this farm was merely to get farming up as fast as possible, as well as cooking. So once I'm done with these 2 skills, I can stop with farming this much and really just focus on farming what I need rather than trying to grind out the skill. Okay. Alright. Back to cooking. More cooking, grinding. Have fun. If you guys have any questions about like other games that I support, such as Subnautica, Mountain Blade, Stranded Deep, I play lots of different games. I'm going to be doing a lot more Ark in the next couple weeks, I think. I love that game. It's got all sorts of new stuff in it with the new add-on that just came out, I think like about a month ago. I'm going to do lots of Let's Learns on that, just in case you're kind of looking at that type of game and going, man, that's a lot to learn. They'll have instructions on how to do everything on my YouTube channel, as well as doing maybe some streaming, and if you guys have a copy of it, we can play together. So I found a couple servers out there that are like PvE, PvP type thing, where like people can build throughout the week, and then on the weekend the PvP is turned on, which is kind of a middle ground for most people. I prefer full PvP, to tell you the truth, but a lot of people are not into that. Alright, all of these stir fries are done, so empty them out. Let's cook them. No, let's not. So, if I'm gonna grind, I'm just gonna grind. Because if you cook them, you do get extra skill for it, but just go through it. It's taking forever though. Oh my goodness. Well, you can take a look at my YouTube channel if you're interested in seeing the other games that I play. Just by doing an exclamation point and YouTube, and you'll get a link to my YouTube channel. Or you just click on the link at the bottom. But I've got about 30 episodes of Let's Play episodes for this particular character. So she's been alive for like 3 months now. 3 months and 11 days. And what I'm doing is just grinding out her skills before winter hits. So really focusing on cooking. Farming is done. Same with carpentry is done as well. All right. So there is all of the cabbages that we currently have on us. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna throw these frying pans on the ground. Oh, don't want to throw all that on the ground. Okay. We'll wait till tomorrow for these to get ready to be harvested. we'll get one so we can at least eat for the night. Let's see how many we got. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I normally get like 9 per plot. That one line of them was really on the low side, interestingly enough. All right. Oop, tent is downstairs now. Or did I pack it up? What happened to my tent? There it is. It's in my inventory somewhere. Don't want to rest. I want to sleep. So later today, I'll be playing Mountain Blade, another one of my Let's Play series, where I'm doing some grinding, where I'm just making money, buying enterprises. So if you're into Mountain Blade, I'll be doing that at 3 p.m. today for my normally scheduled stream, but I want to do some extra grinding this morning with Project Zomboid, because I need more practice streaming Project Zomboid. It's tough. It's tough to play this game and make videos, and it's really tough to play this game and then stream at the same time. I don't know what it is. It's just so nerve-wracking, but just want to get some more practice. All right, let's check out those kabajas. I think we've got another 7 on us. Yeah, you can kind of tell that it's colder by just kind of the light. All right. Instead of making more cabbages here, we will make some potatoes and see if that helps and sustain her weight. We're already down 2 kilos from the normal weight range. I know. It's always falling. Falling is the thing that happens. I always fall. Alright, looks like we need some more water. Falling is my death in this game. Okay, so those are the cabbage seeds. Let's put those away, and instead of cabbages, we'll start planting some potatoes. Those last longer, and they'll provide carbohydrates rather than the lipids that the cabbages are providing, which is basically nothing. So we got 9 potato seeds. So it would be actually kind of good to start doing just potatoes instead, so we get some extra potato seeds. Yeah, I couldn't believe that one time I died, just because I had a lot of stuff on me, made it so that, like, I guess her weight affects how much damage you take when you fall. So that was pretty crazy. So all I had to do was fall 1 floor and she was dead instantly. Alright, so let's see, what do I got here? I need watering cans. Alright, that's all watered and ready to go. It's like everything is pretty well watered, so it'll be no problem. And we'll just replace all these cabbages with potatoes. That will make this whole food grind or cooking grind a lot easier, because they won't. Potatoes last a lot longer than cabbages do. Well, there's that too. That's probably what it was. Knife, a trowel. saw. That seems like something that would be pretty painful to land on. Alright, let's continue with the cooking grind. Oh man. This grind is so demoralizing. Even with the books being read, it still takes a long time. Oh, we've got all the books for cooking, so it's going to be moving the fastest it possibly can. Yeah, a new game called Osiris New Dawn just came out, which is a fantastic potential for that game. Looks amazing. Did a bunch of streams on that as well as some Let's Learns on that. So if you're interested in looking at Osiris, I would definitely suggest taking a look at those videos that I made. I made one of Should You Buy. So if you're interested in that game, definitely take a look at those videos. But it looks like it's going to be the next Ark or the next Rust. Unfortunately, it's a little early in the early access development. So, but it was a fun game to play. Put about 40 hours into it last week. Amazing little game. I love how everyone compares it to No Man's Sky instead of Ark or H1Z1, but it's more of an Ark or Rust type game than a No Man's Sky, which was trying to make its own genre of exploration forever. You can't save on this game. So the only reason why I was able to recover was because of the backup that is created when you get a new version of the game. So this game is all about trying to stay alive as long as possible, and I was lucky that I had that backup because of the new version that was on the I will back up my save branch. So I can't do that manually, and I don't do that manually. And normally when I die with the character, I start over, but I had too many people go, come on please, just this once, let Helen live. I'm like, alright, fine. So yeah, you normally can't save and restore as you would in any other games. Yeah, there was a backup of the save files because of the fact that the version went to another version. So yeah, it's not something that you can always do that. Well, you can do like a copy paste, but I don't do that. I don't allow myself to do that. That is not cool. So I'm just gonna play better, be gooder, rather than die. All right, let's go ahead and cook these in hopes that we get a little bit more skill, because this is pretty gut-wrenching here. The other thing we can do is we can look for a grill, like a propane-powered grill, and bring it here. That'd be kind of cool, so I don't have to worry about using a campfire anymore. Yeah, it did give me a pretty good bump in skill there. Just not a lot. Ugh. So I think the backup goes to like the middle of last month. So at this point, if I die, I'm dead. I will not do this again. I will not do this again. But that's part of the draw for this game, is the fact that once you're dead, you're dead. So it adds a good deal of tension on top of everything else. And the crazy thing is as you get better, you start to get more complacent. So even when you're fine, I mean, as long as you don't hole up in your house for years and go, "Yay, I won the game," then you're really gonna have to be, even though your character's high level, you're basically still gonna need to be careful wherever you go, because you still can kill yourself pretty easily by falling, by eating the wrong thing, by, you know, obviously getting attacked by zombies, and just, yeah. The best you can do is just stay vigilant, I guess. Some more potato seeds. Probably don't need all of these seeds. It's 400 of them, and a plot only requires 4 seeds. It's not too bad. Alright. Let's make tons of potatoes. So I think I'm only going to go for another 10-20 minutes here for this stream, and then I'm going to call it quits until 3 p.m. Pacific time later today, where we'll be playing some Mountain Blade, and then hopefully after my Mountain Blade stream, we'll pick up some folks and do some Mountain Blade multiplayer. So I'm just going to finish up the farming of these potatoes and then end the stream for today. Don't want to overstream like I've been doing. I've been feeling a little sick. My voice, you can tell, is kind of congested. So I want to just take it nice and easy these next couple of days. But I'll have another 3 hours of streaming at 3 p.m. today. But it's good that we were able to do a little bit of grinding. Finally cracking away at that that cooking skill. As you can see, it's pretty brutal. Did a little adventuring, killing some zombies. That was fun. So let's just get these watering cans and then call it a stream for today. So I really appreciate you guys stopping by. But I'll be streaming some Mountain Blade later today, which will be fun. I think we're at war with the Kurgat right now. I've just been raiding their towns, but I think they only have like 1 town left. So we may be able to wipe the Kurgat off the map in today's stream, so that'll be kind of fun. Nothing like getting them out of the game. Kurgat are the worst. Good old horse archers. See which one needs watering. This one. All right. There is the farm. Fill up our water and sleep for the night, and then we'll be good to go for the rest of the stream. Put our watering cans away, and there we go. Sorry, Dricken. You can always catch the archive on either Twitch, or I like putting them up on YouTube as well, so you can catch them there too. But we may be playing multiplayer Mountain Blade really late tonight, so you might be able to see that. It may be available to you when you wake up. We may still be playing, because once we start Mountain Blade, it's pretty tough to stop. Alright guys, so that's it for this stream today. Thank you so much for coming by, and catch me at 3 p.m. Pacific time, which is in, looks like 4 hours. So you'll see me playing some Mountain Blade, doing some grinding in that game as well, but grinding in Mountain Blade is fun. I like this stuff. But yeah, I'll see you guys in 4 hours for some Mountain Blade, and then after that, yep. So yeah, 4 hours. It's 11 p.m. or 11 a.m. right now, my time. So in 4 hours, we'll be reconvening with some Mountain Blade, and then after Mountain Blade, we're going to be playing some multiplayer Mountain Blade campaign. So hope to see you guys there. You guys have a great day or night, depending where you're at. Thanks so much. Now I'm going to wait 20 seconds so that the delay hits. Alright guys, thank you so much. See you later.